This week we're in Derbyshire, in the Derbyshire Dales, and we're going to have a look at Hartington Signalbox and Hartington Peak National Park. So we're here at Hartington Signalbox today, and we have...
Hi, my name's Dave Watts. I am one of the Trails Rangers that looks after Tissington Trail, High Peak Trail and Malta Trail for the Peak District National Park. We took on the trails, or certainly the Tissington High Peak Trail, back in 1971 and converted it from a railway, district railway line, into a recreational trail for horse riding, walking and cycling. So now it's what we call a multi-trail, multi-user trail, and it's very popular. The signal box where we're stood now, this is really the only bit of the railway that we've kind of got left really. Most of the buildings were wooden structures, which when the railway finished in around, could be 64, 65, they were just dismantled and taken away, which is sad in that when you come to the trails now, some people won't have any inkling that it was a former railway, apart from what we've got here, Signalbox, which was recently renovated a couple of years ago, repainted in the original railway colours, and it is open when the refreshment concession downstairs is open. Which is a bit sad. We'd like to have it open more, but as you can appreciate, we can't just leave it open without it being secure or manned in any way. So what we've got the original signals, which you can see here. Got the original boiler, you can see here. And this here would have been where the signal person sat, did whatever the work they did, and this telephone.
There was a few other things on the walls originally, weren't there? Interpretation boards you're going to...
There was interpretation boards, which when we recently repainted, we had to take down, and we're in the process of revamping those, so hopefully in not too distant future we will have some interpretation in to tell people you know, what was here back in the day. So I should say the railway opened in 1899. It was one of the last railways to join the network. It was never profitable really. It stopped passenger traffic in 1954, and it's so from 1954 it would have been just agricultural produce. There's a quarry just over the way here at Hartington. It would have taken stone from there. There was another quarry just south here. It would have taken stone from there also. So that was it. Basically, that was the only traffic that was used on the line. And I'm thinking a bit grey about this. 64, 65, it would have finished. It wasn't the beaching axe that finished this line. It just was sadly never profitable. Peak District National Park took it on in 1971. As I said, I've been here quite a while, since 1990, and what Peak District National Park do, more importantly myself and Ian, who works with me, we look after the maintenance. So we're like the old plate bearers in a way. we make sure the trees are cut back, make sure it's accessible, we make sure that the surfacing is up to snuff. So every year we will resurface at least a mile, sometimes more, annually, which is very expensive, but it's worth doing because we just keep that because a lot of people, what they're coming here is for basically a easy walk on a level surface and admire the views. So that surfacing is very important. We look after all the boundaries which we're responsible for, which is interestingly, back in the railway day, the railways would have offered each neighbouring landowner a lump sum. If they took lump sum, they took responsibility. If they didn't take lump sum, it stayed with the railway. So we still have a lot of responsibilities for the boundaries. Mainly dry stone walls, but some fences further south, on the certainly south of Tissington, it's pretty much all fences. So every now and again, from field to field, it will change from that historic, did they take lump sum, didn't they take lump sum? And so we've always got boundary work to do. So basically, physically, everything you physically can see, we will have some input. Either we'll do it, or we'll get a contractor to do it, but we also have a group of volunteers who come out and assist us, particularly with boundaries. So a regular Wednesday walling group, who help us.
You mentioned that you just recently restored the box. Was it the second or third time you said?
Oh, in my time, I think it's about the fourth time. So there was a major refurb back in 2004. So back in 2004, we actually transformed this car park. When I started in 1990, it was basically a pretty ugly toilet block with a modern pitch roof, which was smack right in front of the signal box. So if you came to the car park, you couldn't actually admire the signal box. And it was all just compacted limestone and surfacing. In 2004, it became the start of the Pennine Bridleway. So we got some external funding basically to tarmac the car park, demolish the toilet block which is in front of the signal box, build a new toilet block, not blocking the view of the signal box, and we also put in a horse box area for horse boxes to park and securely get the horses out and get them ready for the Pennine Bridleway. So if you're of that persuasion, i.e. you've got a horse, you could, in theory, start the Pennine Bridleway all the way to Scotland from here, from Hartington. So that transformed the car park back then, and then we also used some of that external funding for a major refurbishment of the signal box. And also at that time, we decided it'd be a good idea downstairs to convert that to a refreshment concession, which, when it was in operation, could open the signal box so the public could enjoy it. And we're just in the process of waiting for a new refreshment concession person to take on that role downstairs and open the signal box at weekends when they're in operation. What more can I tell you? So that was 2004. Since then, it's had certainly another 2 refurbs because it's wooden. It looks lovely, but it does rot. So every now and again, we have to basically attend to that, and that usually means we have to repaint it as well. So it is well looked after, and it would be nice to have it open more to the public, and that is our intention in the future.